time to stand and take a position, because taking positions here is a must.
Universities in Israel have been part and parcel of the militarization of Israeli society.
In the oppression and discrimination against Palestinians. They provide academic legitimacy for Israel's actions, for its occupation, for its continued settlement project.
SOAS is complicit with the Israeli occupation through its ties with the Hebrew University. The Hebrew University officially endorsed the war on Gaza. It offers special treatments and discounts to student warriors and offered programs to the members of Shin Bet who are involved in torturing Palestinian prisoners.
Palestinian people have been living under an apartheid for too long now, and we need to do something. And one of the things that we can do is to pressure the institutions in which we work in order for them not to have ties with any institution that is playing a role in this apartheid. And the Hebrew University, being built partly on occupied territory, is that kind of institution.
SOAS preaches values of equality, social justice, human rights, but doesn't practice what it preaches, and it's high time that they do so.
The institution has been apolitical for too long. Being apolitical is a political choice.
Why are we allowing Israel in the 21st century to get away with this crime?
It's about ending Israeli impunity and ending complicity of those institutes and bodies, etc., that we might be a part of that are also complicit. It's about ending our own complicity too.
The academia in Israel, as well as the economic sector, are very dependent on the international circulation of ideas and goods and labor.
And therefore there needs to be a groundswell movement for the resistance against the apartheid state of Israel, and to also highlight the rights of the Palestinians.
It isn't often that such a big coalition on the ground is formed and makes a very simple and clear demand of the world.
BDS, or Boycott, Divestment and Sanctions, is a global campaign. It's been going for about 10 years now. It's based around three demands. One, ending the Israeli occupation of the West Bank and Gaza Strip. Secondly, the right of return of Palestinian refugees. And thirdly, equality for Palestinian citizens of Israel.
Especially the academic boycott campaign exposes better probably than any other effort the double talk about Palestine, the exceptionalism that Israel enjoys.
The action of boycott itself is an action of solidarity. It's an exercise of academic freedom.
BDS actually encourages the free flow of ideas and
encourage dialogue, because it will give support to the Israeli academics who are critical of their institutions and of their government policies.
And who are actually threatened for saying what they believe is right.
It raises a question as well for us about the politics of academia. We're not neutral. There are political decisions that need to be taken.
The boycott isn't about boycotting ideas and information.
We're boycotting institutions and not Israeli individuals.
I don't think education should have anything to do or inflict any pain on anybody.
That kind of mismatch makes any talk of academic freedom as if it were a sacrosanct value kind of obscene, actually.
I believe that it's a non-violent and effective way for the international community to engage and to actively be a participant into shaping a response.
And I think that this is possibly the most unimpeachable strategy that the Palestinian resistance has come up with.
We as a student body have been very active for decades on various issues, from Vietnam to international students' rights to cleaners' rights.
If SOAS wants to continue to have this reputation as a radical space for students to come and learn critical thinking, then they must pass this. They must recognize that what Israel is doing as a state is illegal and it's unfair.
Definitely.
SOAS must stop its collaboration.
Because I think SOAS, in a lot of ways, is a beacon, actually, for a lot of other universities.
It's so important that we lead this movement.
As students, we essentially have a very loud voice, and if we collectively come together and show our solidarity with the Palestinian peoples, I think it will encourage a lot more change in the future.
Until there's democracy for all, we will not support the institutions which further that injustice. It's about taking a stand against racism, a stand against apartheid, a stand against occupation, and a stand in favour of justice and peace.
I think that's the message SOAS has taught me, has taught everyone, is to stand on the right side of history. So if SOAS can't do that, then it's kind of failing at its own message.